Hi there, I'm Trista for Congress and Sheriff and President 2028 if we have elections, and this video is to announce my multi-million-dollar notice of claim against Pima County and for the immediate return of my service dog, Dr. Baker, as well as the rest of my animals who were unlawfully seized, and I was defamed in the media and by the police and PACC, Pima Animal so-called Care Center. And in my last video I showed some evidence that they actually went out of their way, and trigger warning, to cruelly treat animals in order to take more incriminating photographs. So let's go. Here we go. Sheriff candidate files multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Pima County for animal cruelty, defamation, and constitutional violations. This is the largest case of institutional animal cruelty in U.S. history, and the media blackout must end. Today, I, Trista Trampash DeGenova Chang, candidate for Congress, Sheriff, and President 2028 if we have elections, announced the filing of a multi-million-dollar lawsuit and notice of claim against Pima, the Pima County Sheriff's Department, and Pima Animal Care Center PACC for malicious prosecution and defamation. Egregious animal cruelty and systematic civil rights violations. On August 30th, 2023, over 60 armed officers raided my home in a premeditated and unconstitutional operation designed to discredit, detain, and destroy me. A candidate for Sheriff, Congress, and President, they jailed me, stole over 150 beloved and healthy animals, and tried to cover up their heinous misconduct by having me kidnapped and trying to involuntarily commit me to psychiatric institutions. Prosecutors, including the Pima County District Attorney's Office, conspired to Title 36 me and then Rule 11 me to take away my freedom and have me committed. So, fortunately, they failed because there's nothing wrong with me, except for the grief counseling I had to get for the traumatic experience of having my animals so violently seized, and also what the police did to my animals is horrific. And everybody should be outraged. And in fact, they're still committing these atrocities against the animal kingdom to this very day. And I'm asking the public to help me rescue my animals from Pima Animal so-called Care Center. Please send an email to monica.dangler@pima.gov. Tell her to immediately return my service dog, Dr. Baker, and get ready to track down each and every chicken, peacock, and goose they unlawfully seized and cruelly seized. In fact, I'm publishing an hour-long show every damn day exposing what they did in efforts to get every single one of my animals returned to me ASAP. They put down 2 of my perfectly healthy hens in order to try to justify their excessive force and unconstitutional raid and unlawful search and seizure that day, and I'm pressing charges against them for that as well. ARS 13-2910, animal cruelty. It is cruelty to my animals to put down animals without the owner's consent. It is also cruel to take them away from their happy, healthy home. I have letters of support and eyewitness sworn statements from the original owners of these animals who testified that they were perfectly healthy until PACC and PCSD carried out their unlawful and disgraceful raid on private property. They fabricated evidence weeks later to justify this cruelty in order to manufacture evidence to put me away. And I'm pressing charges against these individuals as well for false reporting, which is also a crime. ARS 13-2907.01. In particular, Detective Noon and Clarissa Leyva Cunez from PACC uploaded photographs 2 weeks after the raid of my birds, whom they obviously neglected to stage these photographs. Horrific acts of cruelty to animals that must not be tolerated. I'm asking the public to demand an investigation.